Imagine a village frozen in time. The streets are quiet, the fields are still, but something unseen hangs in the air, a shadow of punishment that no one alive remembers. This is the story of a small settlement in rural region, punished centuries ago for a crime so old its origin had been erased from memory, yet the consequences survived, lingering like a ghost over every home, every family. It began in the early 1700s. Ancient law documents reveal that a dispute over land ownership escalated into a violent feud. The ruling council, wielding absolute power, decreed that the entire village was guilty, not just the perpetrators. They would live under restriction and scrutiny for generations. The punishment was severe and unusual. Villagers were banned from leaving the borders during certain seasons. Trade was restricted. Families were forced to provide labor for projects in nearby towns without pay, and, most disturbingly, the names of their ancestors who committed the crime were struck from all official records. Over decades, the original act was forgotten. Children grew up unaware of why their grandparents obeyed strict rules and lived in fear of outsiders. Yet the village's reputation spread. Merchants avoided it, travelers whispered its name, and other settlements treated it as cursed. Odd occurrences became part of everyday life. Crops failed inexplicably. Strange illnesses swept through homes. Animals vanished without explanation. Elders spoke in hushed tones about shadows that prowled the fields at dusk. It was as if the punishment had taken a life of its own. When modern researchers examined the old documents, they were shocked. Not only did the records exist, but the legal language implied that the penalty was intended to last until remembrance itself fades, an eternal decree. The lawmakers designed the curse to outlast memory. Today, the village still exists. Streets are lined with centuries-old houses. Some traditions, passed down without context, continue as if by instinct. Locals speak of a feeling of being watched, a weight pressing down at night, and a compulsion to follow customs they cannot explain. Archaeologists, historians, and psychologists have all studied the phenomenon. None can fully explain why some places retain echoes of punishment long after the original act is lost. Some say it's the power of collective memory. Others whisper of curses. What's chilling is this. When an outsider enters the village, the air feels heavier. Travelers report sudden chills, uneasy dreams, and the sensation that time itself is slower there. For a crime no one remembers, the village still pays. If your curiosity drives you to uncover forgotten histories, to question how justice and memory intertwine, this village is a living testament, and it reminds us that sometimes punishment outlives its reason. Like and subscribe if you want more mysteries where history, law, and the unexplained collide.